All right, everybody, gather around because we're about to dissect the absolute clown show that is modern politics, where reality is optional, accountability is extinct, and history keeps getting copy-pasted by people too stupid to even proofread their own speeches. You ever wake up and feel like you're in a poorly written sequel to a dictatorship we already canceled? Like, imagine someone trying to reboot Hitler, but they're using the Nixon-era paranoia filter and a deep-fried Alex Jones soundbite as a script. That's where we are. The country is in a perpetual episode of Who Wants to Be a Fascist, and nobody seems to be hitting the buzzer. Let's start with the classic moves from the authoritarian playbook. Step 1. Blame literally anyone else. Because if history has taught us anything, it's that when things go south, you don't fix them. You just point at someone and yell, "It's their fault." Hitler blamed Jews, communists, and, ironically, actual journalists. Nixon went for hippies, Black Panthers, and anyone who didn't look like they exclusively ate ham sandwiches with mayonnaise. And today, well, it's a rotating wheel of scapegoats. Spin it! Will it be immigrants today? Trans people? The entire concept of education? Who knows? Keeps it fresh. Step 2. Pretend you're the victim. Oh, you got caught committing crimes? Just say you're being persecuted. Nixon got caught in Watergate and played the "I'm the real victim" card. Hitler blamed every political rival for the failures of his party. And now, we have politicians who literally commit felonies and then scream, "Witch hunt," like they're being burned at the stake when, in reality, they're just getting told to pay a fine and stop hoarding classified documents in their golf club locker. Step 3. Break reality with linguistic gymnastics. Hitler called the press Lügenpresse, lying press. Nixon had Spiro Agnew rambling about the nattering nabobs of negativism, which, let's be honest, sounds like a rejected Harry Potter spell. And now, every factual statement is fake news. They could walk outside, get hit by a truck, and still claim it's liberal propaganda. Sir, you're literally under a vehicle. No, I'm not. This is a deep state hoax. Step 4. Make your followers dumber. This one is my favorite because it's working so well. Hitler burned books. Nixon had COINTELPRO. Today, we just let Facebook do the work. Why spend money on propaganda when your uncle will share a blurry JPEG of a bald eagle crying over a minion meme that says, "Only true patriots drink motor oil and hate wind power"? Step 5. Constant crisis mode. Because if people are always terrified, they stop asking questions. Hitler had the Jewish question. Nixon had the communist threat. Today, we have the border is a war zone, run for your lives. Like, bruh. There are people in Texas right now convinced that their suburban Olive Garden is about to get overrun by cartel armies on horseback, despite the fact that their biggest personal threat is a breadstick-induced heart attack. And finally, step 6, cult of personality. Hitler, Germany needs me. Nixon, I'm not a crook. Modern politics? Only I can fix it. Sir, you couldn't fix a microwave if the instructions were tattooed on your forearm. The only thing you're fixing is elections, and not in the good way. So, where does this all leave us? We're basically trapped in a timeline where Nixon's paranoia, Hitler's rhetoric, and modern-day stupidity have all combined like some unholy political Voltron. And the worst part? Nobody even has the decency to be good at being a villain anymore. Say what you will about Hitler, preferably while emphasizing that he was a genocidal maniac, but at least the guy committed to the bit. Today's wannabe fascists can't even remember their own lies 5 tweets later. And we're just supposed to sit here watching it all unfold like we're at a family dinner where grandpa is off his meds yelling about how they are coming to take his toaster. Who's they, grandpa, and why would they want your toaster? And why does this sound exactly like a campaign speech I just heard? Anyway, that's where we are. The world's a mess, history is repeating itself like a drunk parrot, and we're all stuck in the world's worst sequel. At least Nixon had the decency to resign. Nowadays, they'll get caught on live television committing a crime and just say, "I don't recall," and the cult eats it up. So grab some popcorn, folks, because this dumpster fire isn't going out anytime soon. And if you need me, I'll be in the corner, reading history books like horror novels and trying not to scream.